Hi everyone! Today we are going to read a new story about recycling because this week on Wednesday, April 22nd, it is Earth Day. And on Earth Day we learn how to take care of our planet and keep it healthy. So we're going to read this story and get some ideas of how you can help our Earth. So the title of our book is Why Should I Recycle? So hearing the title and looking at the cover, the front of the book, what do you think is going to happen in this story? See this little boy's carrying a box of cans. She's got a whole bunch of papers here. What do you think is going to happen? Well, you think about it, and then you see if what you think happens in the story actually does happen. So the author is Jen Green. So she wrote the words, and the illustrator is Mike Gordon. So he drew the pictures. So here we go. In my family, we recycle our garbage. We return things so they can be used again. We didn't always recycle. We used to throw everything away. See, she's throwing everything away. Here's the recycling. Do you guys recycle at your house? On our way to school, we always pass Mr. Jones's house. Mr. Jones is our teacher. One day, we saw him putting a special box with cans, bottles, and papers by the gate. And she says, "What are you doing?" Wonder what he's doing. This box is for recycling. All these things are taken away and used again, said Mr. Jones. What's recycling? And he says, I'll explain at school. In class, Mr. Jones asked us what we did with our trash. We put it in the garbage can. It's just old garbage. Mr. Jones said garbage contains lots of useful things that can be recycled or used again. Why should I recycle? So there's lots of things at your house that you can use again and recycle. Should you recycle? Mr. Jones took the class to a recycling center. It had separate containers for bottles, cans, plastic, clothes, and paper. What do you think happens to all the glass that goes in here? Asked Mr. Jones. I wonder what happens. It all gets broken down to make new, shiny bottles. And guess what happens to all the cans that go in here? Asked Mr. Jones. So here you can see the bottles being crushed to make new bottles, and the cans. We used to recycle cans growing up a whole bunch. They get melted down to make new metal things such as bikes, and scooters. How cool is that? Saving your cans, and then it can be made into a scooter or a bike. And what about paper and plastic that goes in here and here? Asked Mr. Jones. See, we recycle paper at school. And then plastic. I wonder what happens. The paper gets shredded and used to make new books and comics. All these things come from garbage and we just throw away. This plastic can be used to make all kinds of things, including clothes. You might be wearing some, said Mr. Jones. So why waste? So that's cool, huh? All the different things that they can make from paper and plastic. They can make your clothes out of plastic. Most of the garbage we put in the trash gets buried in dumps that spoil the countryside. It's good to recycle as much as you can, said Mr. Jones. So what can we recycle? Because we want to keep our countryside, where we live, we want to keep them nice and clean. So I wonder what they're going to recycle. He says clothes, books, toys that you don't want can all be taken to the second-hand store. The food we buy at supermarkets comes in packages that often can be used again. Don't waste that, Mom. So look, they're giving their clothes and their toys to a store that they're not a second-hand store. And this one, she has a milk jug, and they use it to plant flowers in. I told Mom and Dad about our trip to the recycling center. Now we buy recycled things at the store. Recycled paper helps us save trees. We always recycle the plastic bags too. We brought our own bags. Thanks. Look, so instead of using plastic bags at the store, they brought their own bags from home. We also recycle everything at home. Fruits and vegetable peelings get recycled in our new compost heap. So like they put it in here, and remember, they use this and then they can use it to put it on like their flowers and stuff and make pretty flowers. The compost helps my mom's prize vegetables grow. I wonder if it's for the fair. Now we recycle so much garbage, there's hardly any left to put in the can. Recycling is kind to nature. It saves money and it's fun. So look, if you recycle, you wouldn't have a lot in your trash can. And it's a lot of fun. All right, the end. So, what are some things that you can recycle at your house? You can recycle paper. You can recycle cans, glass. You can recycle your clothes. If there's clothes or toys that you don't use anymore, you can bring them and donate them to like the Salvation Army. There's so many things that you can do to help other people that it's fun, and you can also help the earth. So try to think of some ideas and maybe try to recycle a couple things this week. All right, have a good day. Bye.